Sheesh, welcome to the arena, man. Sheesh, we got Slay Sports next up episode for y'all, man. So you know how we do this thing. We start every episode out the same. Sharing is caring. So let me share this out to Ty so he can share this mug out to everybody because we are definitely on the Slay and Chill YouTube. So let's go ahead and run this up real quick, have some fun. Let me go over here and check this out and make sure Yep, audio sounds good. It's all good, Tom. It's all good, man. It is okay, brother. It is quite all right. So, yes, man, we got Zavion Bates off in the arena, man. Thank you so very much for pulling up, man. Next up, athlete, Douglas Trojan in the arena, class of 27, right? 2027? Okay, man, you gonna have to speak up in that mic. Don't be no, yes, sir, and all this and that. You can grab it if you want to, or if you feel comfortable, I can hand you this one where you can. There you go. Hold. Go ahead, pull that one in if you need a mic. My bad, bro. Go ahead. But so yeah, welcome to the arena, man. Thank you so very much once again. Did I shout it out to you? I don't think I sent it to Todd. Todd, it's over there. He live. Huh? Yeah, Slay Sports. Collab with Slay Sports. Whenever it's done, you can wait till it's done to collab it. So anyway, we got next up athlete in the arena. We got his pops, Tyrell Bates, my former teammate right there, two-time champion over there collegiately. I know you done added to the resume since then. So how many rings do you got to your stat pad right now? How many you got, man?
It's a cool 3.
3 rings. Okay, we add them on up. So yeah, man. From college to high school coach, man, and trainer, AAU, team different guard here, man. Been knowing this man forever. Your dad been gatekeeping you, man. Wouldn't let you get on the show. I'm like, bro, it's been forever. Back when he was in the Y, we was trying to get him doing this, man. So to see you elevate as a ball player, as a young man, you know what I mean? It's exciting, man, because, you know, this was my guy, teammate going through the war, going through the fire, you know what I mean, to get a championship now, coaching you. Like, so let me ask you, Dad, so how is it getting to coach your son right now, man? High school or what? Junior, sophomore, junior? Junior right now. Microphone, yeah, there we go. We working on it. So how is it coaching your son?
I mean, it's different now that he's older. I don't really have to coach him.
Speak a little bit loud. There we
It's
go.
different now that he's older because I don't have to really coach him like I did when he was younger. More of like teaching him what he needs to know for the next level. You know, because like we was just thrown out there. We didn't have nobody to teach us what you need to do to get on the court, as far as the grades and all that stuff. So like just teaching him that type of stuff now. That way when he gets there, he already has the tough love. You already know what he needs to do. Go out there and play ball.
That part, man. Nobody was helping us. It was tough. Didn't nobody tell us about the grades until it was time to miss a game. You dig what I'm saying? So preparing them up, grooming them right so they could be prepared. That's the whole point of getting you on the podcast, getting you accustomed to having a microphone in your face. No diddy, but you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have people
For real.
interviewing us or a podcast to be on after Ty Drill going crazy, 5-6 games and the steals in the game type stuff, or the little shit that we was doing. You know what I'm saying? I wish we would have had the opportunity to speak on a podcast and man, video it, bro. That's
even have video.
Even the video, bro. That goes a long way there. So, like I told you, it's gonna be short and sweet. It's simple, man. Not necessarily simple because we do got the name, image, and likeness coach on the way that wants to come in and talk to you a little bit about athlete, how you can make some money off your name and likeness and all that other good stuff. So my questions for you are, like, when did you fall in love with basketball, bro?
I fell in love with basketball college at like 3-4 years old, watching him play, shooting over people, getting to the rim, all that.
Indeed, that's a great start point for me as well. My dad, watching him hoop, and then that kind of started being my DNA, my makeup. I want to be like Pops. So that's cool, man. So outside of Pops, man, give me your top 3 basketball players. Like, I'll break the ice. My favorite 3, Obviously, Michael Jordan is in there. Then I'm going to roll with Kevin Garnett, and I'm going to roll with Allen Iverson. Them is my three. So whenever I was hooping, when we was teammates, I had to turn into KG to play defense, having to match up against them 6'10" and 7-footers, man. You know what I'm saying? Playing center. So being an undersized center, I ain't no center, bro. We guards. But so yeah, man, those are the people that I looked up to. So who are yours?
Kobe, Kyrie, and AJ Johnson.
AJ Johnson. That's a different one there, man. Talk to me about this AJ Johnson. That was a different one.
Really kid.
You a kid for real, saying AJ Johnson. Okay, so you got that.
Nice though.
I know. So what is it certain moves that you taking from those players, or what are you like? What about Kobe?
His mentality.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Yeah, that mentality, man. That Mamba mentality is real. A lot of people out there patting their games after him, or just that mentality, that work ethic, man. Like for him to be, like, how can I say this? Closest thing to Mike, I guess you want to call it. People like to say LeBron. That's a whole nother podcast there, but we're not here to debate all of that. But you know what I'm saying? He literally mirrored Mike. You get what I'm saying? It just kind of took it to another level. So I rocks with that. Kyrie, what from Kyrie's game?
He's smooth. Like the way he finished. Nice.
Yeah, Kyrie definitely either hand with it, ambidextrous. Man, stop on the dime. Do all that, man. Some of your highlights your pops had out there, you was doing the same similar little skirt, making them keep on running while you stop and popping. I like that. So AJ Johnson, that's different. I'm gonna do my research on him and see who he is as a ball player because I can't even critique him because I don't know who he is. Okay, so your junior year right now. Do you have any letters so far right now?
I got all A's.
Grades? Okay. So the grades is on point. Have you taken the ACT yet?
No.
Okay. Me personally, I would definitely advise you get on that for sure. I know that they letting kids in school for free and all that. You ain't got to do all that no more, but your pops know like I know. Any kind of scholarship money is better than no scholarship money. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you sitting there eating ramen or whatever it may be, nothing. If you missed the calf, whatever, hot man, for real, you don't want that. So you want any kind of money that you can, especially if you can get it off your brains and the books and stuff like that. Yeah, because that ain't fun being ineligible, bro.
Yeah.
Missing, watching your team take a L, definitely not it, bro. So, okay. What's your favorite subject? You have one?
Nah, not really.
I'm about to say lunch. Like most kids.
Basketball.
Basketball, that's what's up. So if you could go to any college, because this is kind of like a shoot your shot moment here, because you never know who watching and stuff like that. Like, is there a particular? I know everybody want D1 and stuff. Is there any school in particular? Like, if you had your dream sheet,
Houston.
the Cougars, huh? I like that school too, man. Is Kelvin Sampson there as a coach still? Yeah, former OU coach right there. That's a nice college right there. For real, for real.
A lot of guards.
Man, they do a lot of running and gunning down there. I like that too. Okay, so while you are on the court, what sneakers are you hooping in? Like, what kind? You got your favorite sneaker? We working on some sneaker deal right now. Pop's over there shaking his head already. You're like, what's going on? I don't know. I'm wondering.
Bro, when I tell you, we had what, 2-3 pair of shoes? And he got about 10 pair of basketball shoes.
10 pair of basketball shoes. Coach JC called me now. Hold on. What's going on? Oh yeah, we loud as heck, boy. We live on YouTube. We'll be right back. All right, man. I'll be outside in a second, bro, to get you. Bring you in, man. I'll be right back. Man,
Hey,
so
man,
funny,
that's
bro.
not it.
Hey, man, wow, boy. Oh man. So yeah, man, I'm finna go get the name, image, and likeness coach and bring him off in here. So man, everybody's watching live, man. Y'all stay tuned. I'll be right back. We got Slay Sports next up. Athlete Zavion Bates in the arena. I got to go open the door for the name, image, and likeness coach. So y'all stay tuned, man. We still live though. I'm gonna mute y'all mic so y'all don't have no fumbles up like moi. All right, that one and that one. Y'all want y'all to go back in there and watch the game.
I'll wait on you. Bro, you got like not 10 per now. Probably say something bad like go KD, AT. Missing. You know what shoes I'm missing. Why you ain't saying this shit? Like that's what I'm saying. You trying to see how many I know. I know it's at least 10. Yeah, it's like probably more than 10. How you doing, man?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
What's going on, baby?
Well,
Nice to meet you.
welcome.
Zavion Bates.
Man, nice to meet you.
You want to grab that chair, Sam? Come on, you got it. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Good team.
Sheesh. Okay, we back, everybody. Man, let's go ahead and dive in this arena right quick, man. So we got the NIL coach here, Coach JC in the arena, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was talking to these guys about you and what you do, so now you're here in the arena, so you can actually do it yourself. You get what I'm saying? And explain you because you can explain yourself a whole lot better than me. So I'm gonna pass you the microphone and you have at it.
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm happy to be here. Hey, first difference question I get all the time is, are we agents? Right? We are not agents, guys, just so you know. Like, we're not interested in 5, 10, 15, 20% of your kid's future 30 years ahead. Like, we're not looking for any of that. We're educators and trainers. Being that we do this, on a daily basis, and me for myself being a professional athlete, going through injury, knowing this is how I sustain myself.
Right.
Every athlete, we pray, but that's a possibility, a real life possibility. I've missed 2 years now off same injury, surgeries, still working hard to get back. Sorry, can y'all all hear me good? All right. So yeah, we're not agents, we're educators and trainers. We bring a live class throughout the country.
Okay.
And during that class, we bring a lot of local speakers, influencers, people who can teach you how to build your brand in NIL. There's a difference between being a great basketball player, baseball player, football player, and being a great marketer. And a lot of people in NIL think that, because they see the pay for play deals, they see the $5 million for athletic performance, that only comes from the schools now in revenue sharing.
Right.
Like, you're not going to get that deal from a collective just cause. Like, you have to have a brand built. Does that mean you have to have 5,000 followers? No. We had discussion about this last time. We've had people monetize at very low levels of following because the brands that want to work with them already have that following.
Right.
So they'll start by putting you out on their pages and build yours by boosting posts. But yeah, that's kind of the clear difference, I guess. To answer your question is, we don't represent, we educate and train. And we're forever looking to help athletes get to the right agents. We've actually polled agents for the last 2 years to see what they really want out of NIL athletes. And that's why I built the Get NIL Ready program, so that by the time these kids reach college, they may have already done some deals, gotten their feet wet a little bit, understand how it works and what they expect out of their agent, right? Some kids think that their agent just tells them how things go.
Right.
And that's just not the facts, right? So we're there to educate you on your relationships, on the tools you need, how to be creative. Like, some kids are really creative in their sport, right? You see their art come out when they play, but when it comes to telling people how they love a skincare product, it ain't all the same, right? So we teach that. We do a lot of media training. That's going to be a big thing at our next class that Coach Sam has generously donated his time to be at. We're going to be demonstrating NIL deals in the room. Like, we feel like if you don't actually see it and feel it, what did you really learn, right? So.
Got any questions for him, Ryan? You right here? Talk loud, man. That's one thing we got to work on, that personality right there, bro. But just speaking up so they can hear you. So my question for you next was, because I asked you about your sneakers. Did he get to tell me the sneakers before I left out? Go ahead. Tell me what's your sneaker, the favorite sneaker.
Probably Kobe's.
Kobe's? Because Coach said He had about 10 different game shoes. So what do he do? Switch each quarter or something?
Man, you switch every practice.
So how many pair of Kobe's you got in your collection?
Uh, 2.
Two pair of Kobe's. Which
Trying to get mine.
you trying to get yours? Oh yeah, I was about to say y'all wear the same shoes, huh?
I know.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you're definitely trying to collect up over there. Okay.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
What's it like for you on the day of a shoe drop that you're trying to get to? What's it like for you? Like, what you feel? I see the smile on your face. Like, what's it feel like on the day of the drop, right?
I send it to all my family members, ask them if they can get them to me.
All right. Let me ask you this. You ever think about asking the company that makes the sneaker? That's what NIL is, brother. That's what NIL is right there. Hey, I put a smile ear to ear on my face as soon as I think about going to get your sneaker. I'll make some videos on that. And we'll trade for a pair of sneakers. That's NIL, my man. Right? It doesn't seem so big in your face when I say it like that, right? There's profitability inside of your eligibility. Like what you're able to do without messing with your status as an athlete, there's profitability in it. Whether that be you actually getting a bag or you getting some sneakers, some jeans. Let me ask a parent, like, what would it be like to you if he was able to get all 3 meals a day free?
That'd be dope, man.
That's like $3,500 a year for some people.
Yeah,
right?
for $10
Every day. Every day. Right? 10 times 365, right? You're talking right there. Right? So what if you were to tell me who got the best burger in Oklahoma City?
Talking to the mic when you say it. We want to make
Yeah.
sure everybody hears you.
Who got the best? Matter of fact, and whoever he says
Don't
coming
say
up.
major, say
But
local.
listen, whoever he says coming up right now, this is your opportunity as a business owner to step up and work with this young athlete on something he's passionate about.
Message.
Take your time and think about it. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw it out there. So I like Big Lowe's. Like, I think they're my favorite burger, to be honest. They pack one big enough for me to feel like I'm back on the East Coast. Right? So that's what makes me happy. When family bring that home to me and I'm working at the table 10 o'clock at night, I'm happy.
I like the garage, bro.
Hey, my daughter works at the garage. Hey. Shout out to Alyssa on her second shift.
They never miss.
Who's your burger, man? Ooh, you see? And again, business owners, listen up out there in the audience. He's been thinking about it. So whatever he say, he gonna mean it.
Probably Brahms.
Oh, a local brand. Oh, the opportunity is right there, guys. Hey, is it info@brahms.com? You know how to send an email? You never sent an email before? You know how to send a DM on a social media page?
Yes.
You know how to make a phone call? No, you never picked up a phone called anybody ever?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, of course, right? You call your friends, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you've done all that. You got a name, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, you got everything you need to do NIL. All right? Brahms, I'm going to say this I'm thinking a good local brand like that, there's no reason they wouldn't be interested in working with an athlete who could prove they're on a mission, right? And Brahms is a part of that mission. So you make a video after a hard practice, right? And you leave, you're like, where we going?
Right.
But you crazy? Brahms.
Right.
Why would you even think we were going anywhere else? You know what I mean? Like, matter of fact, gas pedal that. Let's go. Right? Like, that's NIL. And being creative about it, which is something you probably do with your friends and don't even realize it. You know, you're talking about creative stuff and you don't even realize it. You play video games at all? All right. So, you know, people are making money on Twitch, right? Like serious money, right? You know how they're doing it? Do you? Well, I got a class coming up November 6th where we're going to teach everybody how to do it. All right, it's called NIL Edge. It's something I've been developing for 3 years since NIL really hit, and I knew it was going to come to the high school level. I had a feeling, and I actually said this to Coach Sam a couple years ago, they're going to forget about you guys, right? The whole legislative process in this country is talking about D1 athletes, 10 schools, right? D2 athletes aren't even under the NIL Go program. Like, they don't even have to go through those regulations. What are they doing at the high school? Well, here in Oklahoma, OSSAA has done a great job. They have actually made it very easy for you to make money and keep your eligibility, all right? But there are certain things, and coaches listen up too, like, you know, you can like a post for a kid's NIL deal, but you cannot share it. All right. If you're a coach for a school within OSSAA regulations, you can't share posts of a kid doing NIL deals. And if that kid is in that video in any school logos whatsoever, they could lose that eligibility next day. Okay? These are little things that we teach to make sure that you're confident being comfortable doing what you're doing. It's like, hey, film me doing this crossover dunk, but hold on, let me take off my school jersey and put on something else.
Right.
And for you business owners out there, we've been talking to a lot about, y'all need to create uniforms for your brand. Right? Imagine you in a Brahms jersey. Right? You're in a Brahms jersey out at the park shooting, you know what I mean? Like, that's NIL. And that's local NIL, and it's what businesses want, hyper-local marketing. You know, so I could tell sitting next to you, man, like you could influence somebody, right? I work with influencers. You don't know it yet, but I see it in you, all right? And I'm sure the other people around you know it too, otherwise you probably wouldn't be sitting here. You know, Coach Sam tends to work with good pedigree, people who put in hard work. So I know you sitting here, right? You want to do something like this? Sound like something you could do? Because here's what we say at Raisin Brands. You bust your ass to be the best at your sport, and they expect you to bust your back at a fast food restaurant. I don't. I think those days are over. I think today is the day that y'all actually influence the market like you watched, or for us, let me talk for the oldest here, like we watched Deion Sanders do it, right? Deion Sanders had something in everything. Bo Jackson was into everything, right? Like all the endorsement deals. So now, today's comparison, I always say, like, you know who Shaq is, right? You know who Scottie Pippen is? All right. Biggest difference, and audience, listen up. After Shaquille O'Neal missed his last free throw, that's just a joke, but after his last free throw, all right, he made $450 million in brand deals. We called them endorsements until July 1st of 2021. They became NIL deals. Whether you're an adult, professional, guy like Shaq, Coach Sam, myself, you as a high school athlete, that's an NIL deal. They're paying for your name, image, and likeness to sell a service or a product, right? 450 mil. Scottie Pippen won, if I'm not mistaken, more championships than Shaq, right? Is that correct? Defensive player of the year, right? Stuff Shaq never did, right? Definitely better free throw percentage, right? But Scottie Pippen works on a farm with his brother. By choice, yes. But could he not have had the same wealth? Like, we all know Scottie. Scottie could have came out with a sneaker on the Jordan brand. I'm sure his boy would have helped him out. You know what I mean? Like, there could have been a different path. So depending on what you want, and I'm not saying Scottie and Shaq right, wrong, or indifferent, but it's how you want to look at life. You want to see a life like Shaq has, where after sports are done, you can stay doing whatever you want? Or do you want to work after sports are done? Yeah, what Shaq did. That's right.
Big facts. All right. With that being said, man, so Coach JC, is there any outside of the, like you just said, email and stuff, is there any steps that he could take as an athlete to prepare himself? It's like, should he start like with a wish list of different businesses that he would like to market him or partner with, or how would that work?
All right, so starting off, the first thing I always have to say is that we need an NIL-centric brand for businesses to work with. That means we need videos, content that people want to watch, right? And we need pages that can't mess with anybody's reputation, right? So the first thing we tell athletes to do is scrub. Like, go through your social media, and if there's anything that you wouldn't want Brahms to see, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, right? Anything you don't want. Basically, put it like this. If I tell kids all the time, if you weren't able to put it in front of your grandma or grandpa or somebody, like, just get rid of it, right? Because you want everybody to be able to be your fan. That's the number one thing for an athlete. When you look around the stadiums of people who are winning championship rings, right, there's 80-year-old people, there's 20-year-old people, there's young kids, right, from all walks of life. Sports bring people together. So you scrub and you clean up a brand that people can attach to and not worry about their reputation. Once you're there, it's feet to the fire. You put practice in, fail. I said this on your show last time, and I'm going to repeat it again. You're probably going to hit that button. You're going to take 1,000 shots at this, and you're going to miss clank, 996 times. But the 4 are going to change your entire life forever. Message. You know what I mean? Think about that for a second. How many free throws, touchdown passes, how many have been missed? Right? When they asked Tom Brady about his career, he didn't talk about winning Super Bowls. He talked about the ones he lost. That's what's going to stick with you as an athlete, right? And when you share those losses, this is another big step for athletes. When you share losses, people can really attach to you. They can feel and understand that because we all lose as humans. And a lot of you young folk don't believe that. But as you get older, you realize, like, man, life kind of like 51-49 wins and losses, right? But it's how we look at it, right? So when you take a loss and you take it graciously, and this is something we teach in our media training, how to interview after a win and after a loss. If you don't understand both, you could greatly hurt your reputation and your team, right? You ever think about how important what you say after a win or a loss is, especially if you're considered a leader? Yeah, it's important. So 3 big steps is to scrub and clean for sure, make NIL-centric content, and definitely what you were saying, Sam, is actually part of our course. We tell you to take a piece of paper and cut a line down the middle. On the left side, write the brands you would die to work with. I'm talking about like Under Armour, who have the biggest ones. On the right side, write the brands you would never work with. I don't like the way they said this. I don't like them on ESPN, whatever it is, right? The ones you wouldn't. And then write why. And by the time you're done with that sheet, it might take a few days. You want to think on it. You want to take your time and think on it. But when you see that sheet and the why, that's like 70% of your brand. You know what I mean? You've built like 70% of your brand right there. Like, I would align with this. I wouldn't align with this. These are my associations. So let's think of it like this. When you see Michael Jordan, right, at least for me, I play golf. When we see Michael Jordan on the golf side, right, cargo pants was like his thing, right? You never see him without them.
Right.
Like, that's part of his brand. Like, Michael Jordan, cargo pants, $300 golf shoes, right? That's his brand. And you know everything he does is attached to luxury, high-end sports, right? All those things we associate with. So, like, if Mike came out and said, I'm doing a Walmart commercial, we'd be like, damn, that's off-brand for Mike, right? Right. So you understand a little bit about branding and how that works? You have to let people know what you attach to, right? Like, I'm wearing a shirt right now from a golf company called 3-Digit Golf. They probably got like 2,000 followers, right? But I believe in this company's mission, and I think their audience believes in them too, right? That's what I align with. I align with small starter. I align with people like Sam who done put everything in their life into something. And other people look at it like, I'll get in when it gets bigger. No, I'm that guy. Like, I'm in. I'm in when you're small, and I'm there to watch it grow. Right? I've seen a seed go in the ground. You ever seen anybody plant a seed? Yeah? You ever seen it grow immediately? Exactly, right? But we got trees all over the world, 100 feet tall, right? Got to give small a chance to become big, right? You got any questions, man? I know I'm like throwing it at you right here, but this is SLA, man. This is it, right? That's the $ and the S is for a reason.
I guess my number one question is, like, when you picking somebody, like, say you have somebody that you really think probably gonna be like good for NIL. What is something that will hurt them off the, like, besides social media? What is something that will hurt them just off your conversation with them?
Bad communication skills.
Right.
Bad communication skills we've seen kill professional athletes.
Right.
Right? So one example I like to use, and please, I always say this every time I use this example. I hope he doesn't hate me for it because it's just a teaching method. But David Robinson from our era was terrible at giving interviews.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't hype his team up. He didn't make his team feel like it was a full responsibility. Like, the things he said were always kind of like canned and prepared, and he didn't really have any personality into it, right? And he left. Like, when basketball, when he was gone. Like, what him and Tim Duncan did was historic.
Yeah,
but when he was there, you never heard from him again, right? So communication skills, really important. And one of the things I say, like, and another example, and again, you know, I say these things because they're true. If people want to refute them, fine. But, like, you don't want to be Shedeur Sanders. You know what I mean? Like, not the mouth. You don't want to be that. I've watched a lot of his content. I'm not just speaking from I don't know what, right? I've been doing this for 3 years as far as NIL goes. He got huge deals. and some commitments he made him miss practices and things like that. You know how that makes a team feel? Now, yes, could he come through with the NIL money and bless everybody and probably make it all right?
Right.
But would it be for coach? Would you be all right with it? Homeboy missing practices because he got an NIL deal, but he blessing people with money, so they not mad at him. But
Like, dang,
but you're a coach,
He ain't in practice no more. He got his burger deal. He too big now.
right? But you're a coach,
200,000.
Yeah,
You like, all right,
okay.
all right. Yeah.
right? We want to see young athletes do the right thing. Right? So communication skills most important. And I say this a lot. I say if you can't get the words yes sir, yes ma'am out of your mouth ever, but you can say all kinds of other 4-letter words, like that's where you should start.
Right.
That's where you should start. Just because people want basic respect. Right? Like if I would take you in a room right now with 10 companies that would like to give you, an athlete from Oklahoma City, an NIL deal, right? How you shook my hand and looked me in the eye when I walked in matters to every single one of them. Right? Because that to them says, hey, at least, at the very least, this kid's going to stand by his word. He looked me in the eye. Right? So having those communication skills is important. And again, like when you said Brahms, right? Well, let me ask you this. Could you do a Brahms commercial as if you were talking to two of your friends with no adults around and y'all are talking about a subject that you probably wouldn't around other adults, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Right? You can't do a commercial like that, right? So there's a thing called presenter mode, and we teach it about it in our course also. And when you turn into presenter mode, try to imagine, anybody seen the Aflac commercials with Deion Sanders and Nick Saban?
Yeah.
You know those guys don't talk like that in real life, right?
Right.
That's presenter mode. So like when I go into presenter mode, I'll say things like, welcome to NIL Edge. The number one, you know what I mean? Like that's how it'll come out.
Character.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to have some of that. And you do. And I promise you, you do. You just don't let people like your dad and me see it because you're a teenager and we're adults. Right? And ever since Fresh Prince said parents don't understand, there's been coaches. Right? That's another reason I'm here. Parents who are good at this NIL thing and they're entrepreneurs, 2 other businesses, they know what they're doing. They struggle to get their kids to listen to them. Just like I'm a professional golfer and I can't get my kids to take a lesson from me. You know what I mean? Just like, I know plenty. I know an AAU coach in New York City who has 3 6'5" kids that won't listen to him, and he's got 10 New York AAU championships under his belt. And they don't want to be coached by him. That's just a dynamic. It just, for a man to come out of the shadow of his father, you usually want to learn from somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's just a thing. So that's why us coaches are around, and I have a team full of great ones. If you guys come down to the class in November, you're going to see LaShawn Pryor is going to be there. He's an influencer here in town, also a radio host. He was on CBS Radio for a while. Travis Johnson, who wrote the podcast guest masterclass. Like you're sitting here right now as a podcast guest. He wrote the masterclass on how to draw an audience and build your brand, right? So for what you're sitting here right now, would you agree that as much as I'm talking and getting things out, you could be as well about your own brand, right? With just some media training, right? And a little confidence from doing it, right? So we're going to have that there. Carla Nelson's going to be there. She's a TEDx speaker, a serial entrepreneur. This is a woman who could teach you, like, from teenage years, you don't have to work for other people, right? You can do it. You are enough. We always say that. And Carla's big thing is lead with a give. So I'm certain that she's going to come with some really kick-ass information for all of you athletes in the room that night. Again, just to tell the audience, that's November 6th at Francis Tuttle Rockwell campus, 12777 North Rockwell in Oklahoma City. It's a live NIL class. We've got 7 speakers in the room. We're going to be doing just about everything from eligibility to creating content to doing live NIL deals in the room with some globally renowned brands. All right, I'm just going to say it out loud. Remon Skincare and Kenneth Russell from right here in Oklahoma City, they're going to be there offering NIL deals in the room, right? Any athlete can pair with skincare. I'm just saying that right now because there's some people out there, and I'm sure you're thinking about it right now. Who could I partner with, right? Like a burger joint's cool, but you're an athlete, right? That's not going to be your only one, right? You're going to have some exercise, some training equipment. You're going to have other places where you get your salads the other days of the week. So you're going to have different places to do deals like that. We're going to show you what kind of possibilities exist. And more importantly, honestly, I think more importantly for the athletes, we're going to teach business leaders. what they can do legally and not mess with your eligibility. Because the reason you guys are not getting calls from businesses that want to spread out their marketing, everybody wants to spread out their marketing. Everybody wants to diversify. Everybody wants to get more customers. But the reason they're not calling you guys right now is because they think both sides don't know what they're doing. So that's what NIL Edge is. We're trying to bring everybody together. And if you don't come out of there with better communication skills, then you just fell asleep, right? Because you're going to hear some of the best speakers. You're going to hear people that can really translate a message to you. And then you're going to have actual brands telling you straight up how to translate the message. Like, this is what I want you to say. Man, this particular skincare product go on smooth. It don't make me smell bad, right? Like, whatever they say. And if you can do it, you can get hired. Like, that's NIL, guys, at the local level. There's not much more I could say to get you to understand other than the fact that anything is a possible deal if you're creative. Right? You old enough to drive yet? All right, so what if we went and we talked to car dealerships? You've seen these car dealerships are on radio and television all the time, right? Come up with something creative where you could say, hey, I'm a first, second, third year driver or whatever, and my insurance is this and that, right? And what would it be if I had this car, and then like walk into a dealership and tell them like you want to do car commercials with them, right? And have a couple of videos you made prior, like whatever your favorite car might be. Go in and ask them, man. Especially in this town. Like, car dealerships are big marketers. Yeah, Khalidi Kia. Yep, I'll shout them out right away. Right, they're very good at their marketing. But yeah, be creative, and you can do anything. And I know that answers a question that a lot of people have been asking. But let me ask you: Do you have any other questions? Direct stuff.
What do you expect from the parents?
Be a leader by your actions. Right? Like, don't tell a kid, and we've seen this before, don't tell a kid what deals are good and not good for them if you haven't really explored their passions, right? Don't be a dictator. It'll break down your kids' want to do it and make it very hard for them to manage their time, right? They need you to support them, right? Like Saturday at 11 p.m. till 1 a.m. because I'm a crazy busy athlete, y'all going to get together and film like 15 videos that you're going to put out for the rest of the month. Right? And they need you to be on point, be on time, be the person who does what you say you would do, right? Allow yourself to reverse your role with your children, right? And find a mutual respect. If you were able to tell your dad, like as if he worked for your media company, Dad, I got to make this video, right? I need you to shoot it, and I need you to listen to me the way I want it, right? And you say, hey, I like your creative vision, and act like you working for the kid, right? Because in the end, it's a family business. So you are actually working for him, with him, by him, right? So as far as parents go, I think the other thing that they really have to do diligently is make sure they're following their kids' social medias. Make sure they're not only watching, but commenting, liking. Like, if you don't have your mom and dad and your family liking and commenting, it's hard to start a base, right? The people who love you the most should be the start. When I first had 33, 35 followers, it was growing a little a day just by my family every day. Just, I see my mom, my dad, everybody hitting like, and you think that's nothing, but the algorithm is counting. Years go by and you're there every day like I've been. I don't have the advantage you have of being a young athlete that can make all kinds of exciting content. I play golf, you know what I mean? But I teach, so that's where I get to make content and help players like Sam, like with the Oklahoma Kings. I get a chance to help players a lot from the pro level, college level, high school level. And it gives me the opportunity to see a lot of parents' struggles. Right? So one thing I always say is if you currently, without an NIL deal, treat any one of your parents like they're an employee, I'm the coach that will check you on that. Like, we'll have a little talk outside the double doors, outside the gym, you know what I mean? Or outside the dugout. That's the way I am, because first thing that I see happen is when kids start to think they're going to get NIL deals and stuff like that, and the parents are starting to check into it, they automatically start treating parents like they're employees. Like, you should go get me this and do that in front of other people in public. I've seen it on the basketball court. I've seen it, and just that's something that you can't have. You got to have cooperation. So make sure you're a leader in what cooperation should look like. Right? Like, you're not going to act towards somebody in a way they don't act towards you. Right? We were all taught that in kindergarten or first grade. Right? So that's one of the biggest things I would say. If we're putting morals first, that would jump to the top of the list.
Right.
You know, and as far as finances, that's very important that you be responsible. Right? These kids are not, they're minors. The NIL deals are going to go through you. Right? All the signatures are going to go through you, and you could cut corners and not call lawyers and not call financial advisors. But I'm going to say this loud and clear. You can't make money without spending money.
Right.
You have to build a team that can help you make more money. That's right, cha-ching. You have to build a team. And you can't build a team by shutting people out of their job, right? So at the NIL Edge class, we're going to have a Wells Fargo financial advisor there via video, and we're going to have a local lawyer there.
Okay.
So parents could speak to both before they decide anything about anything, all right? But what we've concocted, and this is something your audience can learn about terms of NIL deals that parents don't know a lot about, is there's a very specific term, meaning time limit, to an NIL deal. It can be a day, a week, a month, 2 years, whatever it is, right? A lot of things are getting pushed out to kids now in text messages and on social media, like, oh, we'll give you a 1 hour NIL deal. And that basically means you take a picture with a product or something and they give you like $25, right? This is all cool and well as long as you make sure you're staying within the regulations and you're not messing with your eligibility. You're not using your school logos, taking any pictures at school, things like that. But it's scary that it's coming the way it's coming to them. Text messages, DMs, like these are adults knowingly messaging a 14, 15, or 16-year-old kid about a financial transaction and not even looking up the parents.
Right.
So that's why I go back to diligently make sure you're following your kid's social media, and you need to be open with your parents. Like if somebody sends you a thing about a deal, you go to your most trusted advisor first. You know, the person who brought you into this world, usually a good one. And if they're not, find somebody, right? That's an important thing for the whole audience to know.
Message.
Coach, you got any questions for me?
Let me see. He broke it all down, man. Because especially we got November 6th, we got the whole course and stuff. So we didn't want to give too much away. I just wanted to fill them in, you know, being next up athletes and a parent, so people know, because a lot of people don't really know about this. You know, we hear about NIL, hear about them. Oh, the players, they can make their money now on NCAA and this and that, but you don't really hear or know the coaches to help align this situation, help this thing go. So that's why I want to connect these dots on this one here and get it going. But besides that, Zavion, man, my only other question for you would be, you told me your sneakers. You told me a little food. What else he tell me? What
Brahms, are you
Brahms.
guys
Yeah, he
listening?
said Brahms. He said Brahms.
We're gonna tag
He said Brahms. What you listening to in your headphones when you hooping, man? Like on game day. What kind of music you listening to? Pull it up.
Probably NBA Youngboy.
Okay, NBA Youngboy. Okay, he got that going in the headphones. Besides that, he said Houston Cougars. That's where he would love to go, to Houston, University of Houston, Big 12 right there.
It's a great golf school. Just saying.
Great golf school as well.
I know I'm probably the only one up there in the room, but that's a great golf school.
What do you have? What are some goals for you for this season? Starting your junior season right now. About to school start when? When school ball start? November 1st.
Started practice last week.
Oh, okay.
Official practice last week.
So y'all already started y'all back practicing. So you have any goals for yourself this season?
Not really.
We
Not
caught
really.
him. Caught him off.
Yeah, you got caught him off guard. You don't know better. You don't want to shoot better from the three. I'm hearing your pure point guard status, huh?
Can I give him some media training?
Go ahead.
I want you to say, I want to thank the Slay and Chill podcast for getting me together with everybody who's going to teach me how to figure out my goals. Because, hey, y'all, for y'all who are listening and can't see in, like, I'm sitting next to a young man right now who is literally learning the next level, like the next level of manhood. And it's pretty dope, man. That's why I do what I do. Right? When I was your age, we shook coffee cans on the corner of intersections trying to raise money so we could get to the next tournament, wherever it was, right? So that we could get a bus instead of a cheese bus or something with a bathroom, right? Like nowadays, you've been given the opportunity of a lifetime. Like it didn't exist for us. If it did, I'll be honest with you, we'd be doing this in a 50,000 square foot podcast studio right now because every one of us would have made our banking bag already. All right? And you can tell because you're sitting around a bunch of people that have no problem projecting their questions, their answers, their meaning, their why. Right? So the more time you spend around people like this, the more you will become. Right? Life isn't always about being. Sometimes it's about becoming. Right? We want to stay in the moment. We want to be ourselves. But you also got something to look forward to. And I got to tell you right now, 44-year-old you will not like the same things, people, topics as 24-year-old you. All right? There are things that will maintain through life, but some things are going to change. So to the whole audience listening here, this is really dope to be here to watch you get this and really take it in. Like I can see it in your eyes. Like you're going to remember some of this stuff. You're not going to duh the next question when you leave, right? So y'all going to build something from this. And that's why I do it. Even if it's one thing, like what social medias do you use right now?
Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
Okay. TikTok is where I want you to kind of focus in, right? Because this is where athletes are really getting brand deals like right on the page, like right there, right? Couple of crazy good videos. And let me say this. For everybody who's confused and thinks they have to make high-level production to make good TikTok videos that people watch, I made 30 videos walking on a track like this with the sun in my eyes. But if the information is good, they will watch. If the content is good, they will watch, right? So don't worry at the beginning about having all this set up or anything like that or having even good microphones. Just do, and all that will come because here's the way it works. If you become a content creating athlete, you're going to be around more content creating athletes and you're going to see more gear and things like that, you know? Like there was a time, you know, Sam and I recorded on little talking like this, you know what I mean? Like now we got 4 Rode microphones in the studio, right? It will evolve. Give small a chance to be big, right? Go back to that seed, right? Let that seed time to grow.
I love it. He's definitely giving these gems in his game away right now because, yeah, man, you really, the more you start doing it and putting yourself around people like this, it's going to make it easier. Your Pops is a social media genius over there, too. He be going crazy with the views, so it's just the same, similar stuff. You're an athlete, just make basketball content. Just like you want them sneaker deals, a short little video of you tying your sneakers up, you feel what I'm saying? Tag the company, you know what I mean? So...
And I was going to coach him on this stuff before we got here, but I wanted to see. I wanted him to be green on it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, so, but that's it, man. Just a little bit more confidence in it, man. You going to get it too, man. That's your dad. That's your dad, bro. He still got people mad at him for talking shit now. So, it's good. Hey, yeah, right? So, that part going to come. I ain't tripping on that. You've been real humble right now. So I do appreciate you, though, because somebody out there watching is like, oh, man, look at this kid. You know what I'm saying? So the more you get it, the better, man. But you got to definitely have some kind of goals. When I say the goals, it's like light work, man. Like, how many points a game did you average last year?
I didn't.
Not okay. So this year definitely be doubling what you did last year, then type stuff. You know, point guard Westbrook messed it up for y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. We same height as Russ, and you triple double. You feel 30-point triple double on top of that. So I would just say because y'all play quarters still, 5 points a quarter, bro. That'll get you 20 points a game.
Man.
So you want to be that pure point guard, man.
7.5.
Yep. So it's that simple, man. If you want to average 20, if you want to average a double-double, same thing. 3 rebounds a quarter, get you 12 boards. 3 assists a quarter, get you 12 assists. So instead of that's my game for y'all. It's just breaking it down to simple mathematics. Don't think you got to go get 20 in the first quarter. You may go off and hit 12. Now I ain't gonna say coast for the rest, but now you got to get them assists because you know you got to set your teammates up because there's colleges out there. You feel me? Like I got. You know, I don't do this to clout chase or nothing, but it's just because you never know who somebody knows. You feel me? Like I'm just typing coach in my phone bro, and them is all the different coaches that I can call, man. I used to coach college ball, man, so D1s is it. I don't got Houston in there. I don't got Kelvin Sampson,
Yeah.
but I do got Coach Crutchfield, who's at the University of Omaha, which is D1 too. So used to coach it.
The homie Josh.
Yeah. Yep. So he used to coach at OU with Buddy Hield and stuff like that. But now he out there in Omaha. So but that's still D1.
His dad the coach too, ain't he?
Who?
And his dad the coach?
Crutch, yeah,
Yeah.
that's his dad, Chris. So, but anyway, you never know who somebody is, and know because it's something that I wish I learned a little bit earlier. It's not always what you know, but who you know. You dig? So, I'm gonna let you got something else you want to jump in on that.
So you saw that list of coaches, right? Circa 1995, 2005, that list and him being your friend was enough.
Mm-hmm.
Jump forward to 2025, and you ain't got a social media following or any communication skills, or you just terrible at interviews and you duck talking to people. That list don't mean nothing no more. Because every coach on that list has a new job, and it's not what it used to be. It's not recruiting season, looking at your points, your rebounds, your leadership, right? That's all gravy. You still have to be a good athlete to make a good team, but they got to go and look at your gram, and they got to go and look at your TikTok, and they got to go and look at your Facebook, and they got to make sure you're the right reputation for the school. They got to make sure that the collectives or the boosters like you. They got to make sure that you like who they've aligned with, right? Like you go in there, I hate Nike, and they're a Nike uniform team, and you got that on your Instagram, like, that's done, right? It'd be done at the first meeting. That list of coaches right there is a list of men and women in worse of a struggle than you are right now. Like the athletes are not in as big a struggle as the coaches. Coaches are trying to build brands for their teams, just like you're trying to build an individual brand. They're trying to build a brand for themselves. That's all on top of the fact that there's no recruiting season anymore. It is year-round until we get new regulations on the transfer portal. It is year-round recruiting because you have to look at people jumping in the transfer portal all year long.
Semester.
So Coach Sam has a long list of people that have struggles, that have like new problems that they did not have. And we see it in all sports. The part that does hurt you, and I'm just going to be real about it, is that a lot of the best coaches who develop the best young men and women in the world are retiring because they can't do this job. Right? We already saw it. Like Oklahoma University got themselves a general manager. Right? They're running like a professional league team now. Like this is not the same as, hey, Sam, we talked to your nephew, and we'd really like him to come down and visit. And after 2 visits and a couple of lunches, we're going to sign a national letter of intent, and they're going to be here in 2 years playing ball. You wish it was that easy now. It's not even close. So coaches, I really do feel for you in every sport. And there's going to be a big portion of NIL Edge on November 6th dedicated to helping you understand what the athletes are trying to do, what they really want, so they can understand what you guys really want, just so we could all be operating on the same page, because this is a good thing. This is a good thing that we can get everybody to prosper together, right? There's been a lot of negative talk about it at the high school level, but I haven't seen it, so I think people are just making things up. Right? They just say, oh, this one kid got a deal and now everybody doesn't like him. But then I'll go to that school and that's not the case. People are cheering that kid on. Right? So I try to say to all you youngsters, if there was one thing I could say before I ran out the door, is leave the negativity in the rear view and put positivity in the windshield. Right? You say you could drive, right? There's a reason the windshield is like 20 times bigger than the rear view. Keep your focus in front of you and get rid of the negativity in your life. And when I say all together, and since we were talking about coaches having a tough job, let's say you're the number 1 recruit in the country. But are you a junior now? 2 years, let's say you're the number 1 recruit in the country, right? And everybody wants you, and you're making your choice of where you want to go. And then some girl with 1 million followers posts a video that you in the background, and she's there doing drugs at a party. You realize you off the list, right? So leave the negativity, walk away, every chance, every time. Two kids about to get into a fight and you're standing there. I don't care what it looks like if you run away. I don't care what it looks like, because the people that are going to say you look like that, you don't want them in your life. All right? So that's my message. Everybody out there, especially young athletes, like, leave the negativity behind. You won't want to take it into adulthood anyway. All right? We all know, like, I come from Brooklyn, New York. I know adults who stayed in the drama, that lost their lives. I'm sure y'all know people too. You all come from similar places. So I'm telling you right now, put all the negativity behind you. Focus on your sport. Focus on building this business as a brand, and do it positively. So don't be caught in any videos. Don't be making any negative videos. And look, it's okay to have rivalries, but everybody listen up to this. Like, stop making videos cheering on people's losses. Get that out of your system altogether. Be a gracious loser, because guess what? You're going to lose. All right? So, you think of anything you want to ask?
Sir.
Yeah, you got enough information to go home with tonight?
Yes,
Am I going to see you on November 6th?
Yeah, we don't have practice or anything. That November 1st we start basketball.
It's Thursday night
Yeah.
that week. So would it interfere with your schedules?
And what time we practice? But I know
Okay.
My plan is to bring them out there. I want to be there. So
Cool.
I
What-
want to be there for myself too.
Excellent. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of value if you do content creation,
Right.
because we have to teach them how to do it. And there's some things that people just don't know. Like, I learned stuff every day. I learned about a thing called post nitro today. You know about post nitro? Yeah. So see, I'm going to be teaching kids about post nitro coming up soon. And like, there's a lot of things going on. I just found out that I can make all 30 pieces of my monthly content in like 15 minutes. And I've been spending 6 hours a month. Right. So like, things are changing. And we're going to help everybody out in that form. What kind of AI tools are out there, things like that. But mostly, I want you to definitely tune in. And you know what? Matter of fact, because I know he'll say yes to it, I'm going to send you guys, I'll get your email from Sam, and I'm going to send you guys the podcast guest masterclass that my boy Travis Johnson made and wrote. I'll send it to y'all free. And go through it, right? Because what I'd like to see from you 1 year from today is that if anybody says to you, young man, you got any other questions? You do. All right? That's a mindset of growth. I got questions, right? Like, I got questions. And you know what? Here's how you can start thinking about it. Not for this podcast, but going forward. Let's say you got the chance to meet your hero player, and they said, what's your top 5 questions? Start thinking about that. Write them down. Start answering them in your own head, right? Start asking your dad and your other mentors about them too. All right? Coach Sam?
Appreciate you, brother. Yes, indeed, man. Well, sheesh, you know who I am, the Archer, man. Thank you very much. You got anybody you want to shout out, Zay? This is your moment, man.
Yeah, man, go for it.
Shout your teammates out or something, man.
I really want to shout out my family.
Okay, that's cool. Look him in the camera and say what's good to him then. They right there.
Name them. Send them out there.
My dad, my mom, my aunt, my grandma, my grandpa, and my uncle.
Okay.
Sports staff, right?
Hey,
Those
man,
are
I
people
appreciate
cheering
y'all's
for you,
time, man. Hey, we got Who You Got? Corey Harrison off in the arena, man. Thank you so very much. He said, let's go. He said, good points. This is super solid. Hey, man, I appreciate you tuning in, bro, man. That's y'all go give his podcast a like, follow, and subscribe as well. Who You Got? Dope. His daughter is Jordan Harrison, point guard for West Virginia Mountaineers.
Oh,
So,
Mountaineers,
yeah, she's a
My
baller,
son
right?
gonna play on Sundays with me.
Huh?
CJ.
Yeah, his son. Yep. Yeah, he be hooping too. I was trying to get him to play with the Kings, boy. I was trying to rebuild his real.
Nice.
But congratulations on this starting this junior year off, man, and embarking on this new journey, man, of name, image, and likeness, man. Tydrell, you got anything you want to shout out, man? I know you be having a lot of big stuff cracking, man. You got anything new, man?
And so we about to first on your podcast too.
Talk to him.
About to redo the different. Man, we finna start back over with 3rd graders.
Okay.
Got to start over. I started them 5th grade. Yeah, started them 5th grade. About to start over. Already got a team and everything.
3rd grade team?
3rd grade.
Oh, man,
All
let's
back
get it.
up to high school.
Hey, y'all stay tuned, man. Ankles is on the platter, man. They finna go crazy. Yeah, man, they got a great youth organization, man. Team different out there, man. So y'all stay tuned. My guys beached on the training as well. So tap in, man. If you want to be trained by a 3-time champion, okay. 2-time collegiate national champion, 1-time high school champion. 1 time? You got 1 ring? One? Okay,
We're
yeah.
gonna have 2 this year. We're gonna get one this year.
Okay, so y'all stay tuned, man. We're going to check back in with you throughout the season, man. Anytime you get a big-time game, Pops, keep us up to date with the stats, man. We tweet, too, so make sure we showing y'all love, bro. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much all I got, man. Tell Ty what's up. Corey said, what's good?
Tell them how to get tickets.
Yeah, tell them how to get tickets to the event.
All right. OKC, if you want to get tickets to the live NIL Edge class coming to Francis Tuttle on November 6th, go ahead and go to www.getnilready.com. You will see a link at the top for November 6th training in Oklahoma City. Click that link. It'll take you over to Eventbrite, where your first 100 tickets have been paid for by our most amazing donors. We wouldn't really exist without them, so just they know who they are, and we keep that close to the chest. But thank you for them for paying for the athletes and the parents. Business leaders, contact us the same way. Just go on there, get your tickets at getnilready.com. There'll be an extra tab there for if you're a business owner. Make sure you click that tab, because we're going to want to know you're coming and see if we can't hook you up with certain athletes in the room that we think already might be great for your business. So, yeah, and if there's anybody who wants to speak to me directly from this audience, you can go ahead and email me at jc@getnilready.com. I answer those emails pretty much like text messages. Athletes, if you're out there and you've got questions and nobody to ask, I'm here for you. And I think I speak for all the adults and coaches out there when I say, hey, athletes, we love you more than your statistics. So have a great season.
Yes, indeed. Well, sheesh, until next episode, man. This is the Archer, man. We got Zavion Bates, next up athlete. We got his pops next up coach over there, Tydrell Bates. And we got the NIL coach, Coach JC in the arena, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. Enjoy y'all weekend.